I'm solid gold. I've got the goods. I'm living with her in the neighborhoods. I'm making it. I'm making sure the light's on. Hey, welcome everyone to another exciting episode.
Yeah, after you've done your solo.
Oh, not faking it. Whoa, whoa. Tell them more, Victoria.
Hello, you guys. Welcome to another exciting episode of Feel It Real Fun for All.
Oh boy, we don't even go there anymore.
23rd of July, 2024. And it's just called that, is it? What's it called?
Oh, this is Battle in the Mind.
Battle of the Minds.
Battle in the Mind.
Battle in the Mind. And I say of, you say in.
Yeah, Victoria's got her own thing. Battle of the Minds. That's right, Veronica.
Yes.
That's right.
That was going to be my name.
Well, it was your name,
apparently,
right?
for about
a month.
3 months.
3 months.
3 months.
Well, you know, that makes sense, though, because it takes like a month to order dinner. Right?
Yeah, lots of options.
It's like, oh, what shall we not do? Welcome to another exciting episode of the What Alone
Battle in the Mind.
That's
apparently.
Right. The Feel It Real Fun show.
For all. I already said all that.
Well, then I'm just catching up.
All right.
It's like, I'm solid
I
gold.
can have my hair, right.
I've got the good.
Yes.
That's right. So today we're going to talk about the Pearl of Great Price, Battle of the Mind, sneaky ways people sell the pearl, and why I've got absolute proof. Everybody write this down, hashtag it, absolute proof that your mind is not made for a battle in the mind.
Your absolute proof.
That's right. So, what shall we tell them to do? PearlPowerPack.com. That's where the quote comes from today. That's today's special offer. You get all 3 for the price of 1, and done.
Perfect.
All right.
Okay.
So.
Let's start.
All right. So.
Yes.
There's the puppies. I've been waiting for them.
I know.
All right. So, Victoria, shall we start with the Neville Goddard quote?
We normally do.
Yeah, we normally do.
So, Neville says, "When I buy the pearl of great price, there is no other pearl like it. I sell all in this world to buy it. I sell all beliefs in powers other than my own wonderful human imagination. And everyone, because he has imagination and everyone can imagine and anyone can believe in the reality of his imaginal act, is free. It sets a man free."
All right. So who here's not into freedom, right? There go them puppies.
Yes.
So yesterday we did the first Destiny Project call. It was fantastic. A few of the people shared some stuff about it. If you still want to join in, you missed the first call, you can have the recording. Go to dreamdrivenday.com and join that. We will take it down pretty quick, though.
Destiny Project.
So the Destiny Project is at dreamdrivenday.com. So, ready?
Yes.
Battle in the Mind. Right? So, I get these emails from lovely people, and they tell me that their mind is out of control. Right? It's like, well, if it's out of it, like I notice when my car is out of petrol, it don't go nowhere.
Yes.
But their mind is out of control, and I go, that's fascinating, right? And so we have a little bit of fun with this, and so I ask, where is it?
Where is it out of control? Where's your mind?
No? Both, right? Yes. See, I really want to know. And they go, well, yeah, when I look at everything, and my mind is out of control, it's like, wow, so it's about how far out? I get the direction, but how far out? And they feel as though their mind is outside of themselves. That's some people. Another way some people do it, right? They've got this thing, Anthony, joining us. Nice to see you, Galaxy.
Was it Anthony Villanueva?
No, it was the other Anthony. It was Anthony, right?
Yes.
So some other people, they do, well, you know, I've got this thing called a subconscious, and it hides in the shadows. And I go, wow, where are they at? So I try to impress upon my subconscious. So they make fuzzy movies. And they go, oh, this is fun. Right? So you make fuzzy movies in the dark. Right?
Yes.
And so what I want to do is just shed some light on the subject, because as long as you experience the mind as something that's out there. Yeah, man. Yeah. Or like hiding in your shadows, right? Oh, it's in there someplace.
Trying to trap me.
Oh, yeah. It's
Yeah.
not my friend.
Yeah.
Right? So let's start way at the beginning of this quote again, Victoria. Just for
alright.
fun.
So, when I buy the pearl of great price, there is no other pearl like it. I sell all in this world to buy it.
You get to sell your bullshit. Right? That's the coolest thing, because you just get to sell that. Right? So whenever you have this battle in the mind, right? So Victoria's got this thing called a screwdriver.
Yeah.
And she's got this other thing called a hammer.
Yes.
Right? And every now and then I ask her, I said, Victoria, do you want to get hammered or screwed?
No, you say, can you get the screwdriver for me? I go, I've shown you 10 times where it lives, but yes.
Yeah. So basically I screw myself and she hammers me, right?
Yes.
But there are these things called tools, and you can have a lot of fun with tools, right? Or there's this thing called Thor syndrome, right? Now, everybody write that down, Thor syndrome, which means if you have a hammer, everything looks like a nail, right?
Now, hang on. Thor was thunder, wasn't he?
Yeah, the Greek god of the hammer, or something
thunder
like that.
or something.
Yeah, look it up, right? You know,
Yeah.
hammer.
No, I know.
Hammer time,
because-
Thor.
Okay.
Right, this is very Thoring, right? Or it's like authoritarian,
Yeah.
right? So we've got local kids, Colby, and what they do is they steal spray paint. Because
Yeah.
if you're under like 40, you're not allowed to buy spray paint
You're
in
not.
Australia, right?
Well,
but they managed to
under
steal it
21
anyway.
or something, but
Yeah,
yeah.
something like that, right? So they managed to steal it anyway and spray paint our fence, because when you have a can of spray paint, everything looks like your canvas,
Yeah,
right? So it's just like interesting to me.
for your tag, yeah.
But it's like the spray paint dominates their consciousness, right? And well, here's what happens: your brain, actually your mind, right? When you don't have a battle in your mind, and you're not battling with your mind. What I notice is this is so simple. It's a tool. There are times when you get to think you through. We were doing some think you through right before the call. We were thinking through this, thinking through that. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
So you have this thing, we could just call it a thinky through. Right? So can you, honest to God, go to war against a thinky through? Right? It's why we call the puppies. Some people don't like dogs. Right? When I say, oh, the puppies, and they go, oh, what kind of puppies you got? Oh, we got a one-eyed, or we got a Staffy, looks like this, and we've got a little Maltese Cross. Well, how old are your puppies? Like 10
Yeah, nearly.
and 9.
Yeah.
Oh, they're still little. No, I'm talking years, right? Not months. And that just confuses their mind. The mind just tries to put everything in a box, right? The mind pretty much, is a box, but we're not going to go there. But here's what I want you to consider. Your mind has a purpose. The purpose of your mind is to do thinky things. So if we rename it the mind, and we just call it the thinky thing, right? Or thinky do.
Yes.
But I think thinky do sounds nice. So you've got this thing called a thinky do,
Yes.
and a thinkies,
Yes, it does.
right? And if you believe that that's the cause of everything, and here's where we're talking about the pearl of great price. France, welcome to the show. The mind is not the cause. The mind is a tool. And so there are times when thinky through and thinky do is a good thing, right? You got this thing called a thinky do or a thinky through.
Yes.
Maybe you got one of each, a thinky do and a thinky through, right? And you don't have to go to war with them. All you got to do is treat them like puppies. In other words, sit, lay down, good puppy, right? You don't have to quiet it down. You don't have to go to war against it. And here's the thing. People will battle their minds, and they will have battles in the minds forever. Right? In other words, who here has worried?
Oh, yes.
Right? So worry is a form of war. And your mind does that. And when you try to counter your worries, right, you come up with logical reasons not to, or you try to change the voices and all that stuff, and you make it work in war, it's stupid and slow. On the other hand, if you go, oh, that's just what the thinky do does. Thinky do does thinky do. Thinky through does thinky through. Good puppies. Right? Meanwhile, you can just get in touch with what's really important. What's the one cause? Right? Change your state, and you think you do and think you through other
Maybe I
things.
could employ my brain like an employee,
Totally.
but employ
Absolutely. And then,
Simon Peter as my brain as the employee.
yeah. No, I
Yeah.
actually just sent that out this morning to a lovely fella, because this whole Simon Peter thing, we did this in Remarkable a few years ago, is admitting only the honorable and the dignified.
Yeah.
Right, so it's like, all you got to do is say, "Oh, you puppies, right? All of you puppies, right?
Yes.
No, we're not bringing that dead thing in the house, right? We'll leave the dead thing over the hill."
They don't bring. Oh well, he did a couple of times. Emmett did.
Yeah,
Yes.
Emmett did, right?
Yes.
Emmett found the dead thing.
Yes.
And it's like, oh, wonderful, that is not coming home.
Yeah, watch me, Dad.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
like you couldn't go near him.
Exactly. It's like, all right, you play with your dead thing out there, right? So here's the big thing. If you want to quiet the mind, start being caring. Anytime you're tempted to enter into control, right? They talk about control issues, right? You don't need to control any issues, right? You get to be caring. Anytime you're tempted to try to control the mind or another human or what happens in the world, or we're out of control, right? So, drop into caring. Take a walk, get in touch with your belly, imagine it something caring. Don't be careful. I got in trouble one day. Want to hear how I got in trouble one day?
Yes.
I went shopping without Victoria. Right? I love shopping without Victoria. Because
You don't get into trouble if you go shopping without me, do you?
Well. See, when Victoria goes shopping, she picks up every item in the store and goes, "Who would that be good for?" Maybe Galaxy.
Oh, I'm thinking food shopping. You're talking about other sorts of
I'm talking any kind of shopping,
Yeah,
right?
right,
You
okay.
do that at Woolies too. I wonder who would enjoy this.
Invite them over for morning tea.
She's just very caring that way, right?
Yes.
But I go shopping and I'm not careful, right? And I come to a door, and only one person can fit through a door. And I step back and I gesture to the lady in front of me, "After you." Now I fail to realize she's got a Feminista shirt on.
Yeah.
Right? Oh, good Lord.
Yeah.
Right? I can instantly tell I'm getting beat up because I'm being nice. It's like, radio, my mama told me to be nice. Allow people through, even women. Right? Even feministas.
women.
Even women's, right?
Yeah, got you.
But it's just one of those things. The mind can sort things into all kinds of problems. Right. On the other hand, I stop and I let lovely little people through, lovely big people through. I really let big people through, especially if they're pushing like heavy shopping carts.
Yes.
Because they can't stop all that fast, right? And that's what happens in your mind.
Yeah.
Right? You make something heavy, you give it gravity, and then you try to stop it. And I just let it pass through the door. Okay, Simon Peter. Anyway, you can keep blaming your mind, or you can buy the Pearl of Great Price. Why not do that? It's fun. All right, Victoria.
So the pearlofgreatprice.com.
Pearlpowerpack.com.
Pearlpowerpack.com.
That's
I'll
right.
make sure I put that up.
Yeah, pearlpowerpack.com.
Okay. And what we want to know is tell us, what was your hashtag strawberry bit?
All right.
And
Hi, Heather.
yeah, mine was thinking, I thought that was ace. Thinking I'll employ Simon Peter
Yeah.
for my mind. So yeah.
See, my solution when you said that, I instantly went to, oh, wow. See, my thinky through went, I'll hire my mind, and I won't pay it. So it'll stop showing up. And if it stops showing up, that's great.
It's a good thing, isn't
I've
it?
got less to thinky do and thinky
Well,
through.
sometimes we do need it.
Right? Well, every once in a
Yes.
while, we'll toss it a bone. Like, good
Yeah.
puppy.
Yes. What was your hashtag strawberry bit?
I don't know. I just love that people show up. So
They have. Thanks
yeah,
for showing up.
bippity
you
boppity
guys.
boo.
Yeah.
And this whole Pearl thing. I swear to God, this whole battle in the mind. By the way, we got a podcast I just put up on the YouTubes. It'll go up on the other things later. But a different way we approached that this morning in the hot tub.
So with the podcast, has the actual link, is it still never got a podcast.com?
Yeah, we'll own that forever because we got a lot of backlinks.
Oh, okay, cool.
But
All right.
but if you go to Power of Imagination Podcast,
So which one am I putting up?
yeah, Power of Imagination Podcast.com. Yes.
Okay,
Not
all
the.
right.
Right, don't add
No,
the.
I won't,
Right? Power of Imagination Podcast.com.
Wouldn't
Now,
dream of it. Yes.
wouldn't dream of it, right? Now, here's the cool thing. Ready? What does the pearl deal with? There's only one power. Right? Yeah. See, what really matters. My question is, can you quit it? Right? You really want to buy the pearl? Notice what you can quit. I can quit speaking and I'll stay alive. I can quit eating, I'll stay alive for a while. I can quit a lot of things. I can quit playing with sticky tape, photos, mantras, banging gongs, brain waves, silly paintings. I can stop with all that shit. What I can't stop doing is imagining. There's one cause. That's your imagination. PearlPowerPack.com. Because the second you believe in the rocks in the sky, you gotta wait for them. The second you believe in the rocks in your pocket and you lose one, oh my God, I've just lost half my manifesting rocks. Right, I had 3. I had one for relationships, one for money, and one for health. And I lost one of my three rocks. Right? In other words, you lose your marbles. Anyway, PearlPowerPack.com.
Okay.
How fun is that?
And for refunds, visit our YouTube channel, feelitrealfun.com.
That's right, Victoria.
It is.
Hoo-ha. And those of you who missed the Destiny Project deadline, we've got a really healthy crew there. Somebody shared the links in Remarkable. If you do want to join us in the next day or so, right? Yeah, I will pull it at some point. You will have missed the first call, but if you want to jump on board, it's a brand new project. It's pretty damn cool. And I'm sure it'll confuse the shit out of you as well as give you new levels of clarity, because that's what I do. I'm good at that. And that's at dreamdrivenday.com. Anyway, have a lovely day, Victoria.
Yes, I will. Thank you. 20.
Have a lovely day, Victoria. I mean, Veronica. 3 months of her life. Okay, here's the quick story. Ready? So if words mattered.
Yes.
So it's 3 a.m.
Yes.
And I'm going to roll over and say, I love you, Veronica. Right? Now, this is many years ago.
I'd bop you on the head. Yeah.
Well, but here's the problem.
Yes.
I have no idea why. I've never slept with a Veronica, never been in love with a Veronica. I can think of one Veronica that I know in the whole... No, there's actually 2. There's a local one that I've met. Right? So, but I only met her like maybe 4 years ago. And this is like 14 years ago. And I just feel the urge to say, I love you, Veronica. Right?
Oh, yeah, it's amazing, isn't it?
And then we go on the family get together.
Yeah.
And the family get together, and somebody says, "Oh yeah, we Grandma didn't want you to be called Ronnie." Vic.
Yeah. I know.
I'm like, yeah, Vic.
So it's either
so what's this Ronnie shit?
Or Vic.
Right? What's this Ronnie stuff? It's like, oh, her name was Veronica for the first segment of her life. And then we changed it. It's like, oh, I get it. Right?
That's why I'm a little bit confused.
Anyway, so I was just feeling that. Just
yeah, I know. It was lovely.
My mind couldn't figure it out. Anyway, love you guys. Have a lovely day and go to PearlPowerPack.com.
.com.
That's right.